The community, state, and nation is mourning following the mass shooting in Roseburg. It happened on the campus of Umpqua Community College. That is in a rural area of Roseburg around 10:30 this morning. These are the facts we know. 10 people are dead, including the gunman. At least 7 people are hurt. The 26-year-old gunman has been identified by CBS News as Chris Harper Mercer. This is a picture from his MySpace page. And now here is a live look at a candlelight vigil underway right now at Stewart Park in Roseburg. You can see that a lot of people have just come out to honor the victims. Our Amy Frazier is live at that park. We'll hear from her in just a few minutes.
But we're going to begin our coverage with our reporter Cole Miller, who's standing by at the apartment of the suspected gunman. That's in Winchester, Oregon, just outside of Roseburg. And Cole, you talked to neighbors. What did you learn tonight?
Well, Jennifer, Jeff, good evening. Yeah, we did speak to neighbors here at Saddle Butte Apartments. That's, like you said, in Winchester. It's about a mile south of Umpqua Community College. And tonight there is a heavy police presence here. We've seen local law enforcement agencies as well as federal law enforcement agencies as well, the ATF, FBI. And again, like you said, we believe this is where the suspected shooter, Chris Harper Mercer, lived. Now, let's go ahead and show you some video that we were out here with earlier. As soon as we learned of that name, we came down this way, and you could tell right away that this was an area of interest. A lot of crime scene tape up around one of the buildings here, and later on, a lot of that law enforcement began pouring in, including the Douglas County Sheriff's Department and those federal agencies, like I mentioned. Now, neighbors obviously wanting to know what was going on. They were certainly confused when we stumbled across them out here. We ran into a couple living in that taped-off building, and when we showed them a picture we believed to be that of Chris Harper Mercer, the looks on their faces was that of pure shock. They say he was mostly quiet, kept to himself, and was usually up and moving around early in the day. And not too long ago, they recalled a commotion in a nearby apartment unit. Go ahead and take a listen to what they had to say about that.
He lived above us. My daughter has personally heard confrontations going on, which worried her enough to want to go upstairs and ask what was going on.
And that man who you just heard from, he says he believes the suspected shooter's mother also lives in this apartment complex. We have not been able to confirm that. As for officers on the scene here, they're staying pretty tight-lipped. And back out here live tonight, we have seen law enforcement coming and going all night. Like I mentioned, local law enforcement agencies, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, as well as ATF and FBI agents combing this area. It's unclear if they've actually made their way into the apartment building just yet, but we're going to stay here. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Now I want to welcome in our Chris Woodard. Now he